Imagine standing on a high Andean balcony, the city spread below like a patchwork of clay roofs and colonial courtyards, the mountain air sharp and clean. That is Quito, the capital of Ecuador, clinging to the northern Andes at about 850 meters above sea level. Quito is famous for its extraordinarily well-preserved historic center, its position near the equator, and the mix of old Spanish churches, lively markets, and jagged volcanic peaks that surround it. This is a city where history meets everyday life on narrow streets, and where a casual walk can take you from a 16th-century plaza to a buzzing modern neighborhood in minutes. Quito began as an indigenous settlement long before the Spanish arrived, and was later transformed into one of the most important colonial cities in South America. Its historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, full of ornate churches, carved wooden balconies, and plazas where local life has unfolded for centuries. But Quito is also full of fascinating contrasts, painted murals, and street art next to carved stone facades, food stalls selling fresh empanadas next to trendy coffee shops roasting single-origin Ecuadorian beans. The city's appearance is a blend of golden church domes, narrow cobblestone lanes, and wide avenues that cut through newer parts of town. From the Panecillo Hill, a giant statue of the Virgin overlooks the city, and from up here you can see how Quito hugs the slopes of the Pichincha volcano. The Telefériqo cable car climbs up to the eastern ridge, giving panoramic views and a sense of just how deep the valley is. Quito's atmosphere is lively and a little bracing because of the altitude. Mornings often begin with cool, thin air and bright sunlight, while afternoons can bring cloud and a short, sharp shower. The climate is famously spring-like year-round, with temperatures that rarely reach extremes. The best time to visit is during the drier season from June to September, when skies are clearer and hiking conditions are better, but Quito welcomes visitors anytime because its weather can be changeable. Everyday life here is colored by markets, cafes, and friendly neighborhoods. Locals shop for produce at mercados packed with vivid fruits, tubers, and fresh herbs, while vendors sell hornado, whole roasted pork, and gatita, a hearty tripe stew. You will hear Spanish everywhere, sometimes mixed with phrases from indigenous languages, and you will quickly notice that food and family are central to social life. Must-see places include the Plaza Grande and the Presidential Palace, the Church of the Society of Jesus with its gilded Baroque interior, and La Ronda, one of the oldest streets filled with tiny shops and live music in the evenings. Don't miss the Middle of the World Monument, where you can stand on the equatorial line, and the nearby Inti and Museum for quirky Ecuador demonstrations. For nature lovers, take the Telefériqo up the mountain or go farther afield to Cotopaxi National Park, the cloud forests of Mindo, or the colorful Otavalo Market, all within easy day trips. Practical travel tips are simple but important. Quito sits high, so give yourself a day or two to acclimatize to avoid altitude sickness, drink plenty of water, take it easy, and avoid heavy exercise on your first day. The sun is strong here, so sunscreen and a hat are essential even on cool days. Use comfortable walking shoes for the cobblestones, carry some cash since small vendors may not accept cards, and learn a few Spanish phrases to open doors with locals. Quito uses the US dollar, taxes are cheap but agree on a price or use an app. And while the city is generally safe, keep an eye on your belongings in crowded areas and use common sense at night. Finally, savor the simple pleasures, a cup of strong Ecuadorian coffee in a plaza, a